What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this particular video, I will be reviewing what everybody been waiting for, or most of us have. The Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 5 Reunion Part 1, or you want to be really down to it, Part 1 Unfiltered and Unflavored, or whatever it was called, okay? Shout out to my YouTube family. As you see, I'm just as excited. And I'm going to remember the best of my book, because usually I don't take notes, and really, who the hell really want to take notes? What the hell we just spit? Now, due to legal actions, now they film in Atlanta, and we in the house, and they have, like, you know, smaller groups and stuff, so forth, instead of the typical audience and so forth. Not to say having a reunion doesn't work where it doesn't have an audience, because we know, like, you know, like certain other channels, including Bravo as well, they do reunions. Even each one other ones, they usually have an audience, and everyone is usually on stage. Just to let you know, Dale, Walker, and D. Smith did not decide to come to the reunion. Okay? So, anyways, y'all. I might do this. I might go back away, whatever. Here's some spoilers, but we already don't know. This was filmed before Joseline started talking about the whole, you know, Stevie is a pedophile, family pedophiles, divorce, blah, blah, blah. But it was time when she was talking about, like, Stevie and the game poor, blah, blah, blah. Also, a couple things. Did you know Speedy Idol's voice changed a little bit? Like, accent started changing and stuff. Like, she went from, to, like, I don't basically, you know, I know it's going to be here, this and this, I don't know what's coming for, you know, just in case they pull my hair. But her voice kind of changed a little bit, like, she don't want no problems. Now, there was times, I'm not going to go in particular order, but Mimi and Carly Rae were talking about, you know, they found out, like, it's almost like not exactly the same, because the Joseline situation is way more tense and way everything. And by the way, also, no offense towards, I don't know what was going up ahead of, and then I noticed I usually don't like talking about the fashions of what people wear at all. Now, Tommy's skirt was cute as hell to me. I think even the jacket was nice. But I was more so concerned she at least gonna wear a top like that. Even if she wore it, it didn't like cuff the boobs at the bottom. So if she would have sneezed, titties would have came out. You know, if you don't see it, it's like a piece. Oh, I ain't got nothing. It's a piece of cloth cut with some triangles, and that's all you get, okay? I wish I should have brought a washcloth, but you get what I'm saying. That's all we got. It's like, it's not even secure, like somebody still sewing it together, didn't stop. It's loose, and it's like, it would have cuffed it, like, you know, little pattern, some up here, then a little bit, best even the two top or something. I just was kind of scared, you know, not scared, but I'm just like, I don't know if she wants to possibly expose her titties out on TV and stuff, and everybody around her, so I don't know what she was going for. I'm just saying, the top, even if she was going for, you know, give you all, you know, her you know, nakedness and stuff that she sometimes gives us, you know, it just looked at like it just needed to be, you know, tied up in here. Okay, we'll leave it alone. Now, here's one of the things we're going to get out the way first. KK and Joseline, because Joseline was pretty much filmed by herself except Don. And how she going one minute when it was bringing up the KK situation about bringing up her past, so called, saying that her and Stevie, you know, banged out back in the day, blah, blah, blah. And then she brought, well, they were bringing about her, Mimi, so-called relationship, friendship, situationship, because that's pretty much what the hell it is. Now, this bullshit back and forth, we got Mimi and Carly, and they're talking. And Joseline, like I said, is in the fence. When she was talking to Don, and, you know, Nene was like, okay, y'all first started out cool and stuff, you know, to my her and me beginning of the season. What the hell happened? Even though Joseline says she's not bothered, it's like, you are bothered. And this is why we realize you're bothered. She admitted at the end when she left Steve, even though she said she gets Stevie back when she talking about 12 kiddos, ha ha ha, 3 kiddos, ha ha ha, 25 kiddos, ha ha ha, the count says, whatever the fuck. Now the son's talking about the first thing she keeps, you notice how she's quick to talk about females, about how old they are, blah, blah. No offense, Joseline, just, I'll give her credit where it's due. She's beautiful woman, blah, blah, blah. Whether it's bought or packaged or real, whatever the body is. Like I said, she really should have a lot of endorsements, got to do with makeup, body, lingerie, collab with Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you know, stuff like that. I just kind of, you know, it's just a lot going on with her. And because of this, whatever attitude she needs to work out with, it kind of will block or reduce the endorsements that she could possibly get or collabs that she can get for certain stuff. Now, don't mess up your bank, sweetie. Keep getting that bank. Okay, but here's the question mark. When she talking about people being old, no offense now, but Jocelyn Hernandez is at least in the late 20s, right? Sorry, she creeping up in there, okay? She's creeping up with the 30, with me and, the women of 30 up. Here's the thing. There are people who act like once you're even 26 are old as fuck. Especially a female or a male, okay? Because there's always another bitch born, whole trick thought, whatever you want to call female, whatever, and they just come out, quicker than putting 25 cent in a bubblegum machine, okay? So for her to always quick to talk about somebody old, even though she's still, fabulous head to toe, still, it's like she quit to call somebody old like she ain't getting there. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, some people like, you 28? Shit, you ain't 19 years old, bitch. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to turn 18 when you go past 12. It's something, you get what I'm saying. So, but she's so quick to still pray that, and I'm like, girl, the people are considering you sitting here that you need to get AARP benefits. In some cases, I'm just saying, some people be that vain and acting like something that's wrong with your late 20s and stuff, and you're creeping up on her, even if she's just a mid 25 and some of the people be thinking like you're too old for shit. So I'm just saying she need to do something called, she need to have some humble pie, cake, ice cream, candy bars, some humble liquor if they got it available, water with electrolytes, just some of those things, and some prayer. Holy water. I'm just saying. So she's talking about, well, I'm not pressed. Well, when he left, he went to go be with Mimi's that old bitch back with her, and he get somebody younger than me. I'm young. He get somebody younger than me. Blah blah. He went back to her, but she talking about she ain't pressed. Of course, you get asked like, well, did you fuck? If do you think they fucked? I don't think they did. Even they did. It wasn't that pussy wasn't no good anyway. This is actually what the fuck she's saying when they blank it out, because I had it. Wait a minute, what you just say was a box of Luxury Charles magically delicious and shit at last reunion and stuff when you put Mimi Blast and y'all talk about your 3-some, 2-some, 4-some, 5-some, whatever the fuck was going on. Now all of a sudden it's a problem with it and stuff, but you admitted, Mimi's supposed to admit, but you were in that sucker, she said all night. Mimi confirmed was 40 to 45 minutes. So you went up there swimming and diving and shit like you're about to win a medal from the USA Olympics, and now all of a sudden it's a problem with it. And like I said, it's like she has this animosity that doesn't make any sense, and I'm just like, wow. And even when she was talking about KK, about her having a record, you got Dom right there. Didn't Dom admit that she met KK with her bro serving time? So both of them sitting there got record. You know what I'm saying? Like, huh? Like I said, Jocelyn was so quick to say about her, but does anybody know what Dom did that had her serving time too? And even Jocelyn said Don used to serve time as well. So if you want to be quick enough to talk about, because KK has records and went to jail, whatever, so did Don. Come on, Miss Jocelyn. Okay, so like I said, of course she's having a fit. She really, of course, don't want to film with nobody, blah, blah, blah. We have K. Michelle that one time, because they got their little metal detector. Everybody coming in because they ain't got time for this shit. Because everybody got all this my stores people to show. K. Michelle, came with, she wasn't ready. And then when they did, open up her bag and stuff like that, she mad as hell turned around. Mona Lisa had to talk with her. Also mean like you ain't getting no coin. Well, this episode, not to say she's not impressed with her, but an extra $20,000, whether you're rich or not, always helps. You know what I'm saying? Adds on to what you probably spent, or you know what I'm saying? So, or maybe sack, stack, and save. Okay, so she comes in there, and K. Michelle, of course, is by herself, and I just felt like it's like she didn't need to be there, because she came back to still stunt on these women who said that she make it. Like, sweet, you already proven that you're on your third album, this and that. We see. Okay, you good. Okay, it just kind of didn't make any sense, for her really to be there, because it's just like, girl, I went past this show. You don't have to come back. And about her, Mimi not being friends, she just said she don't want to be friends with people like that. Then she talked about, because her when Mimi and her friendship begin to die down, especially after the whole, Nico and her Mimi thing. And then we also talked about, it's still the whole Jessica Gadon thing. She didn't want to be friends with Jessica Gadon no more, because supposedly Jessica Dime, was sitting there talking about, like she claims she don't want to be around with no negativity like that, blah, 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 drama. And then she talking about DM, like, Jessica Dime started coming her say, like, you petty, blah, 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 or, you a bitch, or blah, 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 whatever. So we don't know. But Jessica Dime claims, which her hair has changed from, like, pinkish with stone. It's like, most of it was gray now, some, purple and I think a little pink eyelash. But she was saying here, like, she's still the reason why she can't be in the same room with her, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Now, like I said, if I'm missing anything, it wasn't worth saying. Y'all have everything stand, because like I said, this whole reunion would have been way much better if they would have had a regular set. I'm sorry. Okay? So, and Jocelyn now, I'm sorry, spoiler, but the shit ain't like sure not saying it. Towards the end of the episode, she calls the executive producer Stephanie over, and she realized that she's taken a pregnancy test, and she says she's pregnant. She says that she's has had a period in three some months, and she thought it was stress. The last time her and Stevie hooked up was in LA. And then even Stephanie looking at her like, okay, you didn't know, but she was like, she supposed to know like the first day of filming. And then Stephanie, if you notice, had to go in there with her to make sure, I guess she did a pregnancy test. Because she showed pregnancy test, but you can buy those motherfuckers online. You can buy ultrasounds, people's shit, taking people's memories and putting people's name. I'm just saying, the creativity of the software and shit. You can even filter stuff for free, okay? And so that ended with that episode, and her and Stevie supposed to find out if she's pregnant next episode, okay, whatever. But Stevie does not want to, film with her in the same room, whatever. So Jocelyn had one point was crying when she was by herself because some of the scenes were by herself, blah, blah, blah. The time when her and KK, they had a scene footage when Jocelyn had her premiere party for what her video called Church. And KK came there. I don't know if she was planning on shanking Jocelyn or whatever the hell was going on, but KK came in there, and I think it was after she started saying, the stuff about did she sleep with Steve, blah, blah, blah. She came in full, and I'm not going to mispronounce any dress thing, because I am sometimes. She came in full gear, but some of the Muslim female garments that they wear, with her covered hair at the toe. Only stage she was showing her eyes. And she just looked like, was she not trying to be seen? Or so nobody would recognize her? Somebody else would have. I'm just saying, they're going like camouflage, like, what was she planning on doing? Okay? And Kaya just was saying, she was just letting her know something. And I'm just like, oh, shit. But Jocelyn heard what they said to the producer, Garber, whatever his name was. They had a stare at. Jocelyn came down the stairs when she realized KK, and they figured out it was KK there because the guy, Mr. G, the original, like one of the founders and producers of the show, he was saying, like, we could tell by the eyelash, we could tell that it was KK based on her eyes. And then she even gave us look like she was going to cut somebody. And like I said, we don't know if it was what she felt in her mind or she really was going to do it. Because KK is a little cray-cray, okay? And like I said, Jocelyn and us was saying like the Tommy thing. Now, Tommy wanted to clear up with Jocelyn what has went on, and I don't think in the way she meant clear up, mean that they were just going to talk. I think Tommy, maybe that's why she had to lose the distraction, and somehow, it's like the throw hands thing. And if y'all remember on Instagram a couple months ago, that Jocelyn, like we seen Tommy, this is what we knew before I think they started filming. Tommy, it was like Steve was holding Tommy back, and Jocelyn was filming her, okay, somewhere in Atlanta. I forgot what street that they were saying. Because Tommy wanted to clear up, it was Tommy, Stevie, Karen, and Sass. And because, already they were talking about earlier about, like, why they're feared and stuff. And it's about, here goes Sass. It's a level of respect. It's, it's just our family, blah, 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 and KK, I forgot what she said. But it is, people just don't want to fuck with them like that, okay? Because they, like I said, KK came in the full outfit, like I said, where she planning on shanking somebody, okay? But anyways, when Tommy was ready to say something, because they were talking about, like I said, the whole threesome is still up in the air. Tommy did hesitate, but she tried to claim because she knew that Jocelyn might try and change the story. Jocelyn said they slept together, but it wasn't that night. But she don't know if she might have slept with Steve separately. Steve, again, they brought up the hotel issue. Steve said he was there for 10 minutes, even though Tommy says Stevie's a little weird, but he did say he wasn't trying to mess with her or nothing like that. And she said something about his BK was over top of her head. So I don't know if it was like, well, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I need a 2-liter bottle for a Sprite shot, because I remember when that came about with him. Maybe that would be more of a descriptive thing of like to describe probably what she's seen her face. Okay. So anyway, but nothing happened. He was there less than 10 minutes, and still up in arms about this whole thing with that she tried to have the police, and we all know they had that last fallout a couple episodes ago, and they've been going back and forth. And then all of a sudden Jocelyn, that's when they found out Jocelyn just the day before did a restraining order. And here you go, Tommy, like, huh? What do you mean? And then Jocelyn was like, because she tried to run her over and stuff like that. We'll get to that in a minute, which is pretty interesting why she started the restraining order, okay? At the time being, okay? Which Nina Parker, who was the host again, told Jocelyn, and Jocelyn again became to be defensive and stuff. But, y'all, what was interesting was that actually this, that Johnny was right. She agreed with what was said. She was like, you said, because Jocelyn said she tried this, because she was going to shoot her in the face, and she was going to try to hit her with a car. And Tommy was like, yeah, I tried to hit her, and that's why that filming that stuff had happened. She was serious about hitting Jocelyn with her car. Like, what the fuck? Just like she said about 30-something, the way she was mumbling, like what she said meant is more than that. You got a collage of mugshots? What the okay, never mind. Okay. But she said she's not about that life no more or whatever, okay? So, anyways, y'all. What else has stood up? But yeah, like I said, KK and one of them has seen. But I could have sworn, if y'all watch this episode, did they edit during the filming of KK trying to spit at Jocelyn? Because I could have sworn I did not see it. Because, like I said again, Jocelyn, when they sat, one-on-one, of course, Jocelyn, the first thing she's going to say is like, you owe, blah, 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 you about to go to jail for, stealing the purse. Well, it's true. She did, but she's like, I ain't threatening you. KK's like, you threatened by me, because Jocelyn, the first thing she tries to attack is about you're old, blah, 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 and stuff. Because KK in confessional, everybody saw Jocelyn, like, but I think they didn't ask Dawn, but most of the people that associate with her is basically like, she's toxic as hell, crazy as hell, rehab, all this shit. But, she was all like, I'm not being blah, 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 this and that, and whatever. Just usual Jocelyn, how she talks, whatever, usually people, whatever, right? But, like I said, she sat there and, like I said, was talking shit, whatever. Like I said, they never said, Jocelyn, I think, ended up leaving. No, Kay, they had to let her leave. Security came very quickly as hell, because Kay was threatening to beat her ass, too. Okay, like, I'll show you old bitch, or whatever. But like I said, nothing had gotten solved, or whatever, and, Jocelyn's still talking her shit. And, but like I said, even though she's true about, she is about to probably go to jail, or, stealing some Chanel, so... I can't. What else stood out? Like I said, Mimi, of course, was saying, like, the reason why she was cool with Jocelyn was because she thought they were married. Of course, Stevie J was talking about they were married. No, they weren't married. And Jocelyn said, yes, they were married. I've been Smith says, yes, we're still legally married, even though nobody can come in a marriage life. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's still yo-yo the same shit. Then Mimi said, I never thought they were married. I just played on with a charade. And then I was trying to be nice because I knew. But she said one minute she thought they were married, but then she said later on you didn't think they were never married. And then they made me talking about, like I said, that she was talking about, well, I wanted her to be around because, I could see her because her daughter was going to be our Jocelyn. She didn't say the married part because if you thought they weren't married, then 2 seconds later you said, I never thought they were married. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to jump, just like Jocelyn was talking about, she wasn't bothered, but she was mad that Stevie went back to Mimi to move with her. Just like how she felt offended, like I lost respect for him. He didn't love me, and I was there for him, and he slept in Mimi's garage and all this other stuff, and blah 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 blah. And Stevie said, she could at least respect. He took her out the strip club and blah 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 and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, this is a hot ass mess. Okay, but it's the back and forth ping pong game with this bullshit. Okay. Oh, we still had to cover the Bambi stuff situation, right? Because this was pure bullshit. Let me get back to this in a second. I can go on, but like I said, it was no action. It was nothing that stood out. But let's just do the Bambi Mama D slash, well, of course, Betty Idaho slips. It was Idaho. Yeah, I'm gonna say mispronounce her name on purpose. That's not me just being, having a mispronunciation of her last name. She goes by stage name, whatever. And Bambi and little Scrappy's on the other side. Now we seen another part where we got Tammy and Bambi talking for a second, and they ready for anything to go down. But like I said, D-Sneak was not there, which was interesting. I don't know why she wouldn't be at the reunion, but okay. But Betty Idol was there. Now they have a talk about why Steve Young Jock. Little Scrappy wanted to work with her because she was beautiful and he liked her singing. And Bambi's like, oh, so you think she's a beautiful person? And then first, I think Betty Idol was talking at the time, and she's like, no, I'm talking to you. He like, huh? And she was like, letting Betty Idol know this, like, you was saying, you were saying all this nice stuff, but once he didn't want to work with whatever, you had all this shit to say about him, which was true. We witnessed that, whatever. Then Betty Idol tried to claim that it was hidden behind the scenes. I thought she really was going to have some proof, like she had pressure somebody was going to kick her ass or something like that with Bambi. And she said this. She was like, well, we were at that model runway thing, the first one where we got introduced to D. Smith and stuff like that. And I think Betty Idol on the same episode, I think. She gave me an ice cold stare. Ice grill or something. With her ice grill. And Baby's like, I don't have no ice grill. What the hell is you talking about with them Avatar eye contacts you got on? What the fuck is you talking about? And she's just like, it was just like a bunch of messiness. But in other words, they do have a wedding day set of July of next year. Mama D's supposed to be helping out. Mama D first did want Baby to get together, but she also Bambi asked, didn't you say you want me to be for son? Yeah, and she said, which was true in a lot of cases, not so stereotyped. Usually men tend to marry women that are a lot like their mom. Or men to men, a lot like their mom, whatever, or sometimes that happens because a lot of times not everybody marries a female. I'm just saying the reality of it, but I mean that is somewhat true to a certain extent. It's just one of them old sayings that whatever. So because they're both strong women and blah blah blah, but in the end they had to have Baby Idol leave because before they got into that session, Bambi, like towards the end of that, Bambi and basically Betty Idol better go forth. Betty Idol's like, I'm not trying to cause trouble, something like that. I forgot. Her voice started going back high pitch again. And so here's Bambi basically, like, you basically, I don't even know you, and you put me through all, put bullshit, because here's the thing with Tammy, and she was true. Betty Idol did not know her, and, it's basically like, I didn't come here, I didn't know you, but you up there had all this shit to say about it, because, Betty been called everything from horsey, to, did she get her hooves polished? Every damn thing, okay? And it just went, one of those things back for picking up about the whole thing where you had so much shit to say about me, blah, 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 and it basically had to end it. Was that it? I don't know. And pretty much, most of us probably don't give a fuck because that's how boring this darn show was. But supposedly, Bam and Scrappy is still good. Also with Jocelyn, when she was talking about these kid situations, and maybe was bringing up also, before I end this, about how Jocelyn had it fooled, and she did say that Jocelyn could have wanted Oscar and stuff, but Jocelyn did give good performance, make it seem like she was a woman fed up for real, but it was just too much. And Promise Be Made, I found out, this is not her first time or a desperate attempt to get somebody's attention, but the only thing you might get people's attention by is a black couch and a clipboard and maybe some medication, because that's what it's being perceived like. That's be desert, beyond cracks inside the sand of a desert thirsty. That's something else, okay? Because to go as far as finding a child in order to get attention, and they had the men, because I think Rashida, they didn't really have Rashida talk, but like I said, Kirk kind of spoke a little bit more. It was Kirk, Young Scrappy, Young Jock. I don't think Jay Nix, I don't know if they're going to be the next part 2, whatever. Young Jock, but I think it was at least those three. But Young Jock said Promise Be Made tried to get with him in the DM as far as with her music, and she's persistent, aggressive, and the same thing with Little Scrappy was talking about. And you know, but that's what I'm saying. Promise Be Made has kind of like went through ATL, you know, maybe because they were both artists. Did you know Kirk didn't say anything about did she try to come at him? Isn't he like a manager, owner over a record company? Why did she try to not, you know, attack his DM? I don't know. Walker would have said anything he would have been on. But I'm just saying, y'all noticed that he didn't mention that she could, not because make it seem like she would have been mad, but you know, he could have agreed, you know, just, you know, if she really came, it wasn't gonna like make him look bad if she tried to DM him as well, because it would prove like she, you know, her thirsty and aggressiveness. But I'm saying it's just like, I get you like, I ain't going nowhere with that motherfucker. Why the hell should I tell? It seems like, I don't know, maybe that's why he didn't say it, because she already knew not to try to get her, you know, some attention for her music, I guess. So, anyways, the last little part I want to talk about. There was also, but they didn't have Bambi and stuff in the same room. But, you know, Jessica Dime piece, like I said, was about K. Michelle, like, you know, whatever, you know, she got a problem, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then we brought up the part about her and Scrappy. Like I said, it was all over the place. And then I'm going to talk about that one little part with Jocelyn towards the end before the pregnancy part with her and Nina, okay? Now, Jessica Dime was talking, and then, you know, she was bringing up about how she always got passed to Young Jock. And her and Young Jock were sitting, but, you know, around that time, she was just like, you know what? She was right. She was like, I ain't trying to bring you. I ain't trying to sit here and get pregnant in 2 seconds dealing with you. So they obviously didn't go on no date. And then she was saying about the Bambi situation where she was like, I was just trying to be funny, and then she got pressed and all this other stuff. No, you kind of did, you know, and even though she tried to, even though regardless, sometimes we say certain stuff, it don't matter how you say it, it's still gonna sound horrible. Like, bitch, you know, bitch, I wish I could hit you with my car. That sounds horrible just saying it here. Even if you say this way, you know, bitch, I wish I could just take my car and put it in full drive and hit you with it. Isn't that lovely? Still sounds fucking horrible. You know what? I just wanted to tell you this, bitch. I really just wanted to take my car, you know what? And just actually just go ahead and drive my car and just hit you with it. And hope you fly in the air. You see what I'm saying? Like, some stuff you say is not going to matter what tone you say it, how nice. Even if I say it with a smile and a Coke in my hand, the shit's still going to sound wrong. So, in the terms which time out, oh, that's why he blew up a DM because you got somebody. I can understand Bambi, and I misinterpret too, like her. I mean, even if she tried to be funny, it's kind of like she's still not getting where somebody it would take it. Like if she was with somebody else new or the last guy, whatever, or you know, or as Bambi says about Jessica Dime calls a strawberry thought cake or something. I don't know why I thought that shit was that how Jessica Dime take it is somebody was saying that to her, because remember they up there was having pictures back from Instagram at least once or twice showing, you know, who had the prettiest gun and who planned on shooting with. That's how bad off someone got it. I don't know, but But anyways, one last part towards the end. Now Nina ended up talking to Jocelyn at the end about the whole thing with the restraining order and stuff. There was a couple more other things, but what stood out to me is that she brought up to Jocelyn about, you know, about this restraining order thing. Now, she's like, on the documentation, it says, you know, like, how many months? This was quite a while back ago. Jocelyn's like, no, it was 3 to 4 months ago, or something like that. But Nina had to remind her that, okay, you decided to file this paperwork, you know, but you know, which we could see there. Why you didn't file it when this incident occurred? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Nina was trying to point out, like, make it seem like, are you scared, Tommy? What the fuck is going on? Did she know they was going to get in a fight or something like that? You know, but she claimed she didn't know she was pregnant then. So if she was trying to do this even just to not admit that she was pregnant, you know, allegedly, pregnant and stuff, then what was this for? And then she tried to discredit Nina and tried to say that she was messy. And then she was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm sorry, apologize, blah, blah, let's get on to the next subject, whatever. Because she did try to come and make like, aren't you a gossip blogger, blah, blah, blah. She was like, I have a degree in journalism. Oh, congratulations for you, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you're messy still like them, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, you see how she tried to jump and, you know, like, try to make it seem like Nina's messy. And it's like, you just made up some kids and supposedly sat there and made, you know, like, so you can put Steve on child support, and you did that for what? You supposedly, and you made Don said she's not going to put this information out about Carly Red because y'all feel sorry for, because, you know, she got one short leg and, you know, one club foot or whatever y'all tried to say about her, and that's why y'all having a soft spot for bitch. But it's like, this girl just posed for Playboy. She got her cat, you know, on display in the Playboy, you know, photos. Like, you see her nakedness, literally. Okay, so what is you trying to hide about her? But you're talking about somebody else being messy? Not to say somebody else just because they have mess can't point out your mess, but the way she's talking, maybe that's just me and Tom Jocelyn always makes it seem like she's a victim. You could be a victim about shit and still be on some fuck shit too, okay? You know, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. That's all I can do. But until next time, until next week, we'll get to part 2 of this fuckery and bullshit. But it ended, like I said, Jocelyn, you know, basically with this Presley test, and we go from there, okay? But it wasn't too much that stood out after that. Hopefully I covered enough for you. Like I said, look at my YouTube family of YouTubers and look at them. And, you know, it's as far as looking at the review. And they hopefully can get some of the stuff I didn't get. I try my best, y'all, in that order. I need to look at that video, review that, y'all. Anyway, y'all, hugs and loves. Y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, pleasant day, everything. And I'll see you in the next video. I got that song in my head. I shouldn't even start singing it.